Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. For the first video, we are painting this custom Primaris Tyberos. For prep, I primed this model in a dark gray and then did a two-step zenithal from above using Pro-Acryl's neutral gray and then bright warm gray focusing more on the upturned surfaces. Then using dark umber, hit the model from below. To start, we focus on what will be black areas. Using dark neutral gray, we move around the model, painting each panel that will end up black. For time purposes, I'm only going to partially show each step, sped up to 350%. Next, we use Pro-Acryl Bone to map out all of the parts that will be bone in color. Next, we use Pro-Acryl Bronze to pick out all the bonding studs and trim on the model. After that, we use bright warm gray to map out and give us a base color for all of our white sections, like the Carcharodon shark right here. You don't have to be the neatest here, as going on to the black sections can be easily fixed by using the previous color for that section. Next, we go over all the silver areas with dark silver, also from Pro-Acryl, just to get a nice base color down. These sections can be as many as you want or as few as you want. All depends on what kind of a contrast you would like in the end. Here we're just going to cover the base in a cheap acrylic brown paint just to have color on it. Next up is the oil wash. I use a burnt umber oil wash and a black, and I just mix this at home using oil paints and mineral spirits. And with this step you can go on as heavy or as light as you would like. It's all down to preference. Next up is the removal process. We just use some cheap makeup sponges dipped in mineral spirits to remove the excess oil from the surface. We want to leave some oil in the recesses in between panels and details just to give us a nice bit of contrast. And here is where we're at after the reduction technique. Next we'll do our first highlight of the white areas using Brigade Gray from the Army Painter. I'm not too worried about getting a consistent layer here, as I'll be doing more work over this later on. Next I use a homemade brown wash over all the bone areas. You could use Agrax Earthshade or Dark Tone from the Army Painter. Either would work completely fine. Here we're just painting a dark brown onto the base parts of each of the shark teeth on the shoulder. Next we use dark ivory from Pro Acryl to highlight all of the bone sections. Next we use a medium gray to color in each of the teeth of the shark's jaws. That concludes the first part of our video. Stay tuned for part 2.